Woohoo! Hello, everybody. Hello. Normally I do my countdown. This is the second week in a row that I have not used my countdown. Hello, everybody. Running, 7 minutes later than normal? But we're here. So this is technology. And technology, it works perfect until it doesn't. Hi, my name is Linda Murray Bullard. They call me the Business Plug. And you've just tuned into the Business Plugs Mixer on LinkedIn, Facebook Live, and on YouTube. Come in, come in, come in. Hello, Makisha. Hey there, dear. That's the owner of the Selfie Museum here in Chattanooga. So yeah, she's the owner of the Selfie Museum downtown in the South Side Historical District. Welcome aboard, Makisha. Welcome aboard. So all of you who have heard about the Phyllis Hyman review, the tribute. So I have on, if you're a Phyllis Hyman friend, if your mom's a Phyllis Hyman friend, if your auntie or your uncle or your dad, you're going to want them to listen in on us. Today, we have a very special guest. But before I go there, let me tell you two things. The first thing is I want to invite you to join me in the Building Your Own Six-Figure Business Facebook group. That's my Facebook group, and it's Building Your Own, the number 6-figure business. And the reason I want you to do that is because on Tuesdays in the group, we have what's called Teach Us Tuesdays. And this Teach Us Tuesday, we're going to be talking about how to get your products in Target. Like, I actually have the application and everything for you to apply to get your products in Target. So we're going to be talking about that. So you want to join this Building Your Own Six-Figure Business Facebook group so that you can get that information. It has 3 or 4 questions. You must answer the questions to get in. I mean, that's prerequisite. You have to answer the questions to get in. But once you get in, you'll get all the free resources. That's where I drop a lot of grant information. That's why I drop a lot of links, a lot of freebies, TV appearances. Like I put almost everything into that group. It's a group of about 500 plus business owners. You get to, on Teach Us Tuesday, you as a business owner can come in and you can actually sell your business. Like on Tuesdays, the platform is open and anyone in the group can talk about their business. It's all about teaching us and us growing up together, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is right now through the end of April, I'm having a sale on business plans. So if you're it's funding season all over America. So if you're in the market for getting funds for your business, they're going to want you to have a business plan. And so I will help you because we have a 10% off on all business plans. And that's whether you want the one-page business plan that just starts the conversation, or if you need a basic business plan that's probably good up to $250,000, or if you need a comprehensive business plan, which that one is up to the millions. So it just depends on what your needs are, and we are having sales on business plans. And then third and finally, on the week of May the 9th, that is the next Building Your Own Business course, 12-week course, where we're walking you through the fast track, right? Kaufman Foundation has a fast track program that is comprehensive in teaching new and struggling business owners how to do business well. And so it's open enrollment for the fast track class. So if you're interested in building your own business and you want to learn more about how to do business well, then you'll want to join me in that 12-week course that goes deep dives into information about how to start a real business. So those are all the announcements. I got all the announcements out of the way. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like the page that you're watching me on. And if you're watching this in the replay, put a hashtag replay so we know that you saw it. But then share it on your page. And if you have any business buddies, if you have anybody that's in the entertainment industry, if you have anybody that you think could benefit from this broadcast, share it with them, tag them on it. Like, we're going to have a conversation for the next hour, the next few minutes. We're going to have a conversation. And so you can pitch in. If you have something you want to say, then go ahead and put it in the comments. We will read them. So now that I did all the commercials, I've done them all. Now that It's a lot to remember, but go ahead and play it slowly and then get the information, right? Or you can reach out to me at getthebusiness.org. I'm always there, always ready for appointments. You can get a free discovery appointment simply by just scheduling on my website. Now, I've used that 5 minutes as a commercial, the infomercial. Got it all done. I want to introduce you to Dr. Sonja Elise Freeman, who is the Queen Diva. She's going to tell us about Diva Diamonds. She's going to tell us about the Phyllis Hyman Tribute. She's going to tell us why she's the only tribute for Phyllis Hyman that's recognized by the Hyman family and by dignitaries up in the Northeast area. So, hello, Dr. Freeman. How are you?
I am wonderful. Thank you so very much for having me on your broadcast. This is very exciting on Easter Sunday. So happy Easter to you.
Happy Easter to you too. This is the resurrection day. And so I said he's still rising, right? He's still getting up in our lives, right? When we accept him. So this is a great day for us to have this conversation because you, my love, you're out here reviving Phyllis Hyman for all of us Phyllis Hyman fans. So tell us about Dr. Freeman.
Well, yes, my name is Dr. Sonja Elise Freeman. Sonja means wisdom, Elise means beauty, and Freeman means peace. And I'm really excited to share about what I've been doing. I have a business called Divine Voices Media. I'm celebrating 18 wonderful years of existence. That'll be officially in August. In August, and it's a multimedia production and small business consulting firm. It's a small boutique firm, just me and my family. My daughter, Gabrielle, she's a director and a video content producer. My brother, Gabriel Freeman, is and he has an MBA as well. He is my brand marketing manager and business manager. And then I am the founder and executive consultant, and I'm also the star and producer of Strength of a Woman, a Phyllis Hyman tribute, which we have been producing for 10 years. It's 10 years we've been producing this wonderful tribute. We started in New York City. We were on and off Broadway and just in the greater New York City area. And yes, I was definitely blessed to be able to have the official support and approval of the Hyman family. I am the only one, actually. There's a zillion. When I say a zillion, I say a zillion tributes all over the country, all over the world, and several musicals. But I'm the only one that is actually supported and approved by them, as well as the former mayor of New York, Bill de Blasio, and his wife, Chirlane McCray. And recently we got a wonderful letter of support from the governor of New Jersey, Phil Murphy. We got a lot of great things coming up with this tribute. Right now, I'm actually looking for funding. We would like to do a tribute album and documentary. And so it's been a bit of a challenge in getting the funds that we're looking for in particular, because we need money for the actual recording and then money for the documentary.
Yeah.
So anyone that's listening now or listening to the replay, please, please, please contact me. I'm here on LinkedIn. I am on really every social media, IG, and I'm on Facebook. And you'll find me under either Pastor Sonja Elise Freeman, or you'll find me under Queen Diva, which is my stage and radio name. And I have been doing radio for over 30 years, and I've been performing around that time as well. I'm having a blast. I really am having a blast doing the Phyllis Hyman tribute. I get to sing my favorite songs, but then I also put in there songs that are favorites of the fans, which I call the fan favorite medley. And I make sure to include that in every performance that I do. It's been a couple years since the pandemic. I had took a break because I went and got an executive MBA I just received in December.
Congratulations.
So yes, and I'm really excited about that. I went back to my alma mater, Prairie View A&M University,
All
a part of
right.
the Texas A&M system. So I am ready to get back into the swing of things. I'm ready to get back and practicing, getting with a vocal coach, getting my vocals back up again, so I can get in the studio and record. Um, so with that, and also with what we do is we do just different fundraiser and just different awareness opportunity. So with the Divas Diamonds brand, I do a weekly Divas Diamonds IG live on Instagram. And I just, Divas Diamonds is just me. Anything I like, who I like, what I want to talk about, who I want to talk to, that's what Divas Diamonds.
I
That's what
love it.
Divas Diamonds is. It's really, it started in 2010 on a blog. I started a blog
Okay.
in 2010, and then it went to an actual podcast and several other different things that I do. And I also do a podcast. It's now on Anchor.fm, but you can hear it. You can listen to it on Google, Apple,
Spotify, yeah,
Spotify, you
yeah.
name it. Anywhere you can get a hold of it. It's Divas Diamonds by Queen Diva. It's the podcast. And the IG Live is just Divas Diamonds IG
I
Live.
love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. So, how did you get into this? Like, are you an entertainer by nature? Like, as a child, were you entertaining?
It's interesting. When I was a little girl, my mom told me I used to just plop right in front of the radio and just sit and listen to the radio for hours. I would not move. I would not move unless she moved me. And I listened and learned every single song that was on the radio. And I would, just like everybody else, get a brush, put a towel on my head, pretend I was either Diana Ross or Cher. And I did that every single day that I could remember. And I just had a blast just learning songs. And one day my mom said, "Turn that radio down." I said, "Mom, that's me."
You had started singing, then your career has taken off. How funny! That is so wonderful, though. But that just goes to show how when you see kids, when they're small and then they're doing all these artsy things, that it could grow up to be something they do in real life, right? Because
Absolutely.
I have a son that used to stand in front of. We had a space heater in the house we used to live in, and my son every Sunday would come home and he would be preaching over the he would be preaching over the space heater. And today he's like motivational to his circle and stuff.
Wow.
But as I mean, 2-3 years old, he'd be standing, preaching over the heater. Every so we were like, what is he doing? Because before he had done it a while and we just hadn't paid any attention to it. And then I was like, and he started saying amen. His voice got nice, nice preaching. So yeah, but I love that when we as children, have these visions and dreams and we do things. That's one of the things that I enjoy doing is helping women 45 and over reconnect with those dreams, right? Reconnect with those things that set our hearts on fire before life took over, before life got in the way. So yeah, so another thing you do that I am so wanting to hear so much about is you do the women's business online pageant.
Oh, yes.
Because
Yes.
you're a winner twice in 2020, ma'am.
Yes,
So
yes,
tell us about
yes.
that.
Oh my goodness. Well, I've loved pageantry for as long as I can remember. And I was actually looking to do something fun. It was the pandemic, locked in the house. I missed going to pageants and doing pageants. I saw online that they had the Women Business Leaders and Entrepreneur Pageant. I initially was going to compete for that, but because of the pandemic, it was canceled, and she started Women Business Online Pageant. I said, well, that's perfect for me because my business primarily has been online all of these years.
Yeah.
So I just submitted my information, and all you had to do was just submit your photo. A photo of you in a gown, photo of you in a dressy pant wear. You had to fill out an interview, answer a question, and then just a week before you did a live interview in front of a panel, and then the night of the actual show they let you know whether or not you won. So the very first year I won the inaugural Ms. Weebop 2020 and the Ms. Weebop Photogenic 2020.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
so it was
you.
really
I
amazing. It was
love that.
so much
And
fun.
who did you say was over there?
Oh, it's Dr. Omega Auntie Mothersell. She is the CEO and pageant director. And they're actually still looking for contestants for the one that's coming up in June. I'm actually competing in the Queen of Queens pageant at
Oh,
the WBLEP in June 16th through the 19th. And I'll be competing with other women who already had titles within the system.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
going to compete against each other, see who's going to get the Queen of Queens title.
yeah. That is amazing. That is so interesting, though. And because everybody's online. And so it just makes
Everybody's
sense.
online. There's more women entrepreneurs now more than ever. It's a great opportunity to share information about your business. You get to get like a 5-10 minute opportunity to say who, what, when, where, why, and how in front of the judges. And you never know who the judges are or who they know. They can get you funding. They can get you a contract. You just never know.
Wow.
So I'm excited about competing in June, and I'm looking for sponsors. So if you want to contact me, I'm looking for sponsors for me to compete, because I got to get that money in so I can, get myself ready and compete,
Your crown,
competitive
get
mode.
crowned. I love it. 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 And so the Divas Diamonds, which is one of your brands, when I listened to the podcast, it was all about like common sense inspiration, right? It was like, well, today is raining outside. So are you motivated? What gets you going? I listened to some of the podcasts, and it was like, oh, this is so like if you needed a pickup in your day, like if you were having a bad day and
Absolutely.
you just need a
Absolutely.
quick, because they're not really long.
No, only 15 minutes, because I know
Yeah.
everybody's busy. Sometimes you just need a quick 15-minute pick me up, and it's to inspire, empower, and encourage you to be flawless. Flawless like the gem, the diamond that you already are. It's just
Aw.
to get you going and get you smiling and get you motivated to go on what you're doing. That's it. Because sometimes that's all you have is 15
That's
minutes.
right.
You
Yeah.
can listen for 30 and 60-minute shows.
While you're taking that lunch break during the day, or while you're on that break, like you
A
can
lot of
listen.
people tell me they listen before they get ready to go to work in the
Yeah,
morning, before they go to work, or if they're taking a break in between doing something, it relaxes them, because I make sure I put soothing music
it
and I talk in
is.
my
It
radio
is. I
voice.
like
It's
that
so
soft
soothing.
jazz. Yeah, I like that soft jazz. I like that. And so I was listening to it, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. This is really, really cool. So I did
Thank
listen to some
you.
of your episodes. Yeah. And so when you talk about that part of your business, like why did you decide, okay, I'm going to go on and I'm going to make these 15-minute snippets of things to help people struggle? Like, where did that come from?
Well, truth be told, because I moved, I'm in transit after I finished college. I don't have all my equipment like I want to have my equipment. So it's easier for me to just record 15 minutes on my phone. Anchor has a wonderful system that you can record your entire show on your phone.
Absolutely.
So 15 minutes is quick, it's easy. You add in your music and the background to it. You add where you want to put your sponsors if you have outside sponsors, and Anchor actually helps you get sponsors too. So it's very simple. I need simplicity right now because I'm trying to figure out what my next move is. So that's
Absolutely.
really why it's only 15 minutes. But normally my show is 30 minutes. And if it's something a little special, then it'll be an hour. But normally my show is 30 minutes. But I figure 15 minutes is a good amount of time just to lock you in, give you what you need, and send you on your way.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. And so some of these business owners, because when we talk about businesses, we talk about various streams of revenue, right? And so somebody who's doing a product, like I tell all my business owners, I don't care what you're doing, you could do a podcast, because you
Yeah,
could talk about what you're doing, or you
yeah.
could talk about the things that you see in your business, or how can you educate somebody else that's behind you. I was talking to one of my business owners the other day, and she was like, well, I'm just getting started, Linda, and people are asking me, can you help me get my business started? I'm like, I'm just getting started myself. But I told her, there's always somebody 2 steps behind you. There's always going to be somebody 2 steps ahead of you. And
That's right.
so your position is, if you can give back to the people that's coming up behind you, then why not do that? And if
Yeah.
you give forward, or connect with those who are in front of you, it'll help you to move forward as well. So
Mhm.
it's just things like that you don't think. Like she's like, well, what do I know? I'm still trying to figure it out. And I'm like, baby, you have a store and clothes and inventory, and like there's so many subjects you could do about the things you've done so far that could
Mhm.
help somebody who's in your industry. Shout out to my girl up in the Poconos Mountains, Donna Heath Gonzalez. She just made a book about opening a beauty supply chain, right?
Mm.
Teaching people how to open a beauty. She expanded during the pandemic. So I'm
Oh,
like, girl, we all need that lesson. But yeah, but thinking about what you do and how the different snippets that you put out there to help encourage other people, like that's legacy. People that you don't even know will listen to those and get that moved up and be able to do just a little bit more or get through their day. So I applaud you in that. That was just really, really good. And
Thank you.
then another thing you could teach people about is this whole experience with the beauty pageant, right? The business pageant, excuse me, the business pageant, where what it takes to be a business pageant candidate, right? Because that's a whole new thing that I'm seeing more of. I have another person, we're in the Cornell University women's group
Yeah.
because all of us went through Cornell
Yep.
University. And there are people in that group that do the same thing, online beauty pageants, and some do physical beauty pageants.
Did you?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and so just you don't even think about that. And this is not like beauty pageants of what we're used to having and seeing on TV and things.
It's
These are
not the same. Yeah, it's
yeah,
different now.
it's a different audience, right?
It's a
And
different way. It's a whole different way that they run it. It's a whole different way what they're looking for. They really want to know more about your mind and what you have to offer as the representative of their brand. And that's what a lot of people don't think in terms of beauty pageants. You are vying to be the one person that they choose to represent their brand for a year. And part of that is wearing the crown and the
yeah,
sash. And so when they think in terms of that, like, oh, I'm a
yeah,
brand marketing person. I'm wearing the crown and the sash. So if they think in terms of that, it's a little better when they go and sit in front of the panel of judges. Like, okay, I have to convince them why they should select me to be their queen and represent their beauty pageant for the year. And so when people think more like that, that it's not so scary, it's not throwing them off anymore. Like they just be, their authentic self.
oh wow. I mean, and that's amazing though. And the ages, right? Because people think, well, you have to be 20, 30 years old in the beauty pageant, or the kids,
Not
little,
anymore. Not
and
anymore.
not
They
anymore.
have them from 0 all the way to 100. If you want to be, because they got a
Exactly.
senior pageant, they have plus size pageants, they have business pageants, they have pageants for people who are disabled. I mean, if you want to be in a pageant, there is a pageant for you. Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
love that. I love that because a lot of times we think like when especially we've been heads down just working, right? And we think, we may have had that dream as a little girl where we always put our tiara on and put the cape, the towel.
For your birthday, that's the only time you're like, I'm a princess, I'm a princess. Either your birthday or wedding. Those are the two
Yeah,
times that women think that's the only time that they can be a queen. Is not true. You can be a queen, you can be a princess or a queen anytime. And
I
my daughter,
love
she's 24. Let me tell you, she's never been in a pageant in her life, but she wears a tiara every day.
it. See, my granddaughter, I can remember my oldest granddaughter. She's 30 now, but when she was a little girl, she used to say, "Grandmother, I'm going to be I'm going to be the princess of the granddaughters, and you are the queen of the grandmothers." And we would walk around with our towels on and with our tiaras because we were special people. And I told the baby,
Absolutely.
because she used to say, at first she said, I want to grow up to be a princess. I'm like, baby, you're already a princess. And that kicked it off. And a princess is born.
Absolutely. Listen, and we're all princesses and queens. We just got to remind ourselves of
Absolutely.
that. And what I really admire about my daughter doing that, people ask her every day, like, why do you have, is it your birthday? She said, no, I just wear it every day. And they just light up like Christmas trees because they see her with such confidence and just beaming so much joy,
I
wearing
love
the tiara. That's like, oh, that's a wonderful idea. I love that.
it. And
See?
in a world where so many people fit into what's negative and what's bad going on, be a queen. Be
Be
a
a queen,
princess.
yeah. Be a queen. Be a princess. For me, I have to say it was the best thing that I could have done during the
Mhm.
pandemic because I was in the middle of studying. I was cooped up in the house. I had nowhere to go. It gave me such joy. It just
I'm
gave me such joy to compete online for this pageant, and I was so happy when I won.
I'm
Because I won
sure.
on my birthday. It just so happened this pageant, the online pageant, was
Uh-huh.
on October 10th. So the best birthday gift I could have gave myself was to
Uh-huh.
win the pageant that was the first time ever having a pageant. So it was really a wonderful experience for me.
Absolutely. I see. I love that. Congratulations. That's like
Thank
a
you.
double celebration, right? a double celebration.
And
I
it
love
was. It absolutely was.
and how many people? So that really goes into your Diva Diamonds brand,
Mhm.
where you're empowering people, because people don't know that they can be you can be a pageant queen.
Yeah.
And it's not about what TV has shown us. There are online pageants that you can actually apply for and win.
And compete in the comfort of your very home. You don't have to go anywhere. You're right in front of the camera, just got good lighting, make sure your face is beat, got your hair the way you want, and just shine. That's all you got. That is so easy.
I know. So somebody has been thinking, oh man, my time is over. I'm no longer a beauty pageant. I'm no longer a queen. I'm no longer a princess. And here we are telling them today, no, you can still compete. You can still be a part of the pageantry. You can still get back involved, jump back in, and have your life goals. Like if that's a bucket list, if that's a checkbox on your goal sheet, then now's the time to do it, right?
Absolutely. I think every woman should compete in a pageant. I really do. It teaches you discipline. It teaches you how to be focused. It teaches you how to get organized. It teaches you how to compete, public speaking. You do community service, and you're promoting whatever it is that your platform is, whether it's child abuse or it could be the Special Olympics. It is a well-rounded competition, and plus, you get to look fabulous while you
Well, I love it.
compete. You cannot beat that anywhere.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's the thing is like once we get to a certain age, we feel like, we can't have fun anymore, right? And so we stop having fun. And that's when life starts getting heavy and the things we do start becoming tasks instead of joy. And so this is a way to rekindle that spark and get involved and become a contributor and getting to do some of the things that you're passionate about, like living them out. Who'd have thought that, at 40, 50, 60 years old, you could still be a pageant queen?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing. You're only stopping yourself. Ain't nobody stopping you because there's so many opportunities to compete in pageantry. There's no reason for you not to. Like the business pageantry, it doesn't matter what size you wear. It's about your business.
Wow.
It just so happens every woman that competes is absolutely gorgeous. But it's not a beauty pageant. It's a
Right.
business pageant.
Yeah, yeah. I love it. I love it. That just sounds so amazing. And I am glad. Thank you for your yes, for coming on and teaching us about pageantry and teaching us about the Divas Diamonds and the things that we could be doing like in our businesses. Like you can, create a podcast that you can share the things that you're passionate about that'll uplift other people. That's a way of serving other people.
That's right. That's your
And
community service is a podcast. Your podcast, your blog, your IG live. You are serving the community, whether it's just your friends or the whole world. And which is great about that, the whole world can see you because it's online.
I
So
love it.
that's another thing too. You got to take it seriously. You got to understand when you put your voice out there, the world is listening. The
Yeah.
world is listening. That's what my business is called, Divine Voices Media. And
Mm.
it was really God ordained for me to do. And he just really wants me to help people to share your divine voice. So if your voice is writing, if it's singing, if it's dancing, if it's modeling, if it's acting, if it's administration, whatever your voice is,
Mm.
I'm here to help you, guide you along to get it going. And then the rest is up to you to share your voice. And that's
Yeah.
really what it is. God wants you to use your voice. He didn't give it to you for you to just hold it and put it in a bowl and put it underneath the sink somewhere. He wants you to share it, be as loud as you possibly can, and shine as bright as resplendently as you possibly can. My
Absolutely.
slogan is shine resplendently. Resplendently means to illuminate brightly.
Mm.
Brightly. We all have a light that we're supposed to shine. And if you dull your shine, you are blocking your blessings and the people who you're supposed to shine upon. So
Mm.
it's so important to work on you and then get out there, whatever it is. If it's a pageant, do the
Absolutely.
pageant. If it's to just be out and speaking to the world, speak to the world. Start with a blog. Start with a podcast. It's too many things for free. That's easy for you to do.
And so connect with her. And if you want to learn how to do it, connect with her. Like her information is in the chat. Like reach out to her, tell her you saw her here. And whether you're watching this in the replay or you're watching it live, reach out to her and tell her that you saw it here and get her to help you out and getting yourself up and running, right? Because
Absolutely. I'm actually working. It's interesting you said that. I'm finishing up my ebooks on how to start a podcast in 30 days.
that is needed. That
30
is
days.
needed.
And it is not as complicated as people think it is.
It's
So
not.
yes, contact me. You can contact me at divinevoicesmedia.com. You can any of the social medias, you can contact me. And we
That's,
can sit down and talk, have a conversation, have a conversation and a consultation, and then get you on your way. You have to make the choice. You got to start. If you just keep holding on to that idea and never release it, it'll never grow and you won't make a difference in the world or for yourself.
I
So
know that.
absolutely contact me.
I love
Absolutely.
it. And that's the thing, I don't want to be that person that buries my talents, right? Waiting for him to come back and I haven't done anything with them.
Yeah.
I want to be the person that builds on my talents and that helps other people to build on their talents so that we can all lift each other up, right? Because this kind of support is what gets your voice, like finding your voice. Once you find your voice, the world opens up because there are people listening. There are people that need direction or need motivation or need something that you have
Yeah.
to help them get through their days. And that's how we get through it is we all be about our talents, whatever that is. If that's singing, if that's poetry, if that's, writing, if that's whatever it is, whatever
Hmm.
it is. And so,
Whatever it is.
yeah, because
It's,
we all have different talents. And so
we
it's
do. And we all have a voice. And that's the thing.
absolutely,
People think, oh, I don't have a voice. I can't sing. A voice is not just about singing.
it's
It's
not.
not just about speaking. It's whatever it is you have to offer to the world that people can listen to and absorb for themselves and to make them a better person. That is your voice. And
Absolutely.
so that's
I
what
I
people are
truly
missing.
believe that. I truly
Yeah.
believe that all of us come to the world with a message. And when we don't deliver that message, those people who we are assigned to serve don't get served
Yeah.
because it takes our voice and our messaging in order for them to get better. And
Exactly.
so this has been wonderful. I've learned so much. I tell you, I can't wait to learn about. So tell me, what is your favorite Phyllis Hyman song?
Oh my goodness. Okay. So the songs that I love to hear her sing, and then there's songs that I love to sing of hers. So the songs that I love to hear her sing, I love her to sing "Old Friend," and I
Mm.
also love to sing "Old Friend." I
Yeah,
love to hear her sing um, "Never Say Never Again." Have you heard her version of that song?
I have not.
Oh, you got to hear it. It was actually she was supposed to sing that song for the movie, but
Mm.
because of you know musical, I'll call it musical, what is that called, red tape.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good word. That's a
I
good
say it
word.
like that, red tape, that they didn't use her but they used a Latin singer instead.
Mm.
But her version is out, so if you go to YouTube, look for her "Never Say Never Again" version. It is a gorgeous
Oh, I'm
song.
going to listen
I
to it.
sing that song in the show, so I love her singing that song, and that made me fall in love to want to sing the song. And of course,
Um,
the favorites, "You Know How to Love Me" and "Bet You by
yeah,
Golly Wow" is, I would say, is the all-time favorite song to sing, to hear her sing, and to sing with the crowd, because every time I sing that song, everyone sings along.
oh,
Everyone.
I'm
And
sure
it is
they
the
could.
most amazing moment in time when everyone is in one accord singing with, Phyllis
Yeah.
Hyman's song.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah.
wonderful. So I listen to Alexa, and I have her playing like just playing different music. And the other day, I got to hear her sing "I Found Love."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that because I hadn't. If I've heard any of her songs on Alexa, I have not been conscious of it.
Okay.
The
A
music
lot
is
of people don't. A lot of people don't realize that they have heard her voice and she sung songs in movies. Like, I don't know if you ever saw the movie The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh back in the
mm-hmm.
70s. She sang Magic Mona.
Ah,
that's her, and I sing that song in the concert too. I do a tribute to the song she did, the movies. That one, Be One, of course, from School Days, and
Yeah,
then Never Say Never Again. So people have heard her voice. She used to do jingles for commercials for
I
years, but
remember
they
that.
didn't know it was her.
I remember the jingles. I remember an interview where she talked about the jingles.
On the Mike Douglas show.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. I do.
Mhm.
But thank you again. I mean, this has been wonderful. This has been wonderful to have you on and to talk about all the different things you're doing. And we want to support you. So
Please.
anyone that sees this video, whether you're watching it in live or you're watching it in the replay, go ahead and reach out to her and let her know that you saw it here and ask her how we can support her. We are a very supportive community and people do reach out when they've seen these videos. So again, thank you. I'm going to close out. If you will hold on, please. My name is Linda Murray Bullock. They call me the business plug. I just plugged you in to Dr. Elise Freeman and the Diva Diamonds and the media company and the pageantries and all the fabulous things that she is doing. Catch us every Sunday here at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, where we talk about what's going on in the world, and you get to meet interesting people like Dr. Freeman. You all have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.